Cherry, their new one, When the Pain Comes.
That's off the album Screaming at the Sky.
Right, wrapping up a long stretch of rock and roll right there. And as Don mentioned earlier, we have special guests in the studio today.
Yeah, hey, a great opportunity here to catch up with some folks that we've been looking forward to speaking to for, well, a couple of weeks now. Joining us in the studios, Sonya Eldridge. Good morning, Sonya. How are you?
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Great to see you. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And you brought a friend with you.
I
Angie
did.
Gade is here from House in the Woods.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Hey, we appreciate you taking the time to come in here. Giving some people some background. Sonya, I've known you for a few years. You're pretty good friends with my sister, Debbie Gunn. But a lot of people know you in and around the Bangor community for your years as a business owner right in downtown Bangor.
That's correct. Yes.
Now, you were the owner.
I was the owner and fearless leader of Bagel Central for 20 years.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh. So, I mean, over that time, you met so many people, and then you decided, you know what? It's time to do something other than bagels and breakfast.
That's correct. I sold the shop 5 years ago. The whole time I owned it, there was an Appalachian Trail map hanging on the wall in the dining room. It's still there.
No way.
And I hear that after I finish the trail, the map gets to come back home with me.
Oh!
Wow.
Well, the Appalachian Trail is going to come in to great prominence here for Sonya because you leave next week, right? The 13th, you head out of Bangor?
I fly out of Bangor on the 13th and start hiking the next day.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when you say hiking, you're talking about the entire length of the Appalachian Trail.
2,200 miles in 6 months or so.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Now, where is the starting point on the trail?
Springer Mountain, Georgia.
Yeah. And to make that trek, you've allotted yourself plenty of time. I mean, this is a serious undertaking. This isn't you throw a T-shirt in your knapsack and you hit the trail for the afternoon.
It's a little more involved than that.
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Now, at one point through the process of preparing for this hike that you were going to do anyway,
Yes.
You made a decision that you wanted to have this take on a bit greater meaning.
I did. Since I sold my shop, I volunteer to cook at House in the Woods. It's a veterans retreat in Lee, Maine.
Yeah. What led you to that volunteering?
Watching the parades pass my front door every year
Yeah.
at the shop, and watching the veterans and their humble, proud,
Yeah.
the way they carry themselves.
It
And
is.
I realized
It's
that
amazing,
without
isn't it?
them, I wouldn't be a business owner.
Yes. Yeah.
So many reasons to be thankful.
Yeah.
So I want to support them, and this is how I'm going to do it.
Wow.
So the hike itself has become a fundraiser
Yes.
for House in the Woods.
Yes, it has.
You spoke a little bit about the just the vibe
Yeah.
at House in the Woods.
Yes.
And your first experience there was a real eye opener.
It was an eye-opener. I don't have any veterans in my life. None of my family members are veterans. But it was an eye-opener. It was a heart-opener, a healing place. It's a safe place for me, a safe place for everyone that walks through the door. You feel it. You feel the love as soon as you walk in.
Now, Angie Gade, you're marketing director for House in the Woods. I know that you can certainly attest to that as well. This is a very important place for some very important people.
Absolutely. So Paul and Deanna House, who are the co-founders of House in the Woods, lost their son in 2007 in Taji, Iraq. And since then, they decided, it was a mission from God laid on Paul's heart to give back to the men and women who are coming back. His son, they feel, are very strongly that he's in heaven, and now let's do what we can to give back to the men and women who are providing the freedoms that we have today. So
It's hard to imagine having to contend with that sort of loss, but what this family has done to turn that around and have it become something that's been so positive and such a tremendous force in the lives of so many others, that's a testament to the strength of that family.
It truly is. And what Sonya was mentioning about the vibe and the feeling is we had a Bear Retreat veteran, as he was leaving after staying with us for a week, said as he's exiting the lodge, and it brings chills to me, in just 1 week I've had more healing than I've had in 20 years of therapy.
Oh my gosh.
And it's true, and it could bring me to tears just now. So What Sonya is saying is, we were so excited to hear that she wanted to do this as an awareness. Yes, the fundraising is helpful because everything that we do is free for the attendees, so it doesn't cost them anything to come and spend time with us. And she is our fearless leader during our bear retreat, and we're going to miss her so much, but we're so excited to support her all along the way and hopefully just bring a positive vibe, just knowing that we're all thinking about her and praying for her while she's out there.
Yeah. Sonya, you've been volunteering there at House in the Woods since your first visit in, 2019?
No, this would have been 5 years this year.
Oh, okay.
It was 2019. Oh,
2019.
19. Yeah, you're right.
2019.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Mark and I have spent a fraction of a day on a part of the Appalachian Trail, and it's absolutely staggering beauty.
Yeah.
But I was the one staggering at the end of that day, and I thought I was in pretty good shape when we went out there too. Barren Mountain, wasn't it?
Yes, Barren Mountain. Yeah. And I think the amazing thing is that when people get on the Appalachian Trail, they discover just how rugged it is. It's not a sidewalk. It's not a
pavement. Sidewalk. No.
You're stepping over rocks and roots, and you're walking through mud and swamps.
Yes.
And a little of everything along the way.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sonya, what did you do to prepare for this trip? How much have you been doing some hiking?
Well, Dawn's sister beats me up every morning and training. Yes, every morning. So
She'll
I do
whip you
that.
into shape.
She does. Yeah. She's brutal.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, I hike a lot on my own. We're part of. We have a hiking group that we are a part of. In addition to that, I have a 4-mile loop that I walk around my house and have been wearing my AT pack recently.
Okay, just to get used to the weight of that.
My neighbors think I'm a little nutty.
Well, your neighbors might be onto something. How heavy is that pack?
My pack is 30 pounds.
And certainly there are going to be times along that trail you're going to be resupplied and that sort of thing. I mean, logistically, this is a significant undertaking. It's not unlike a military maneuver in many ways.
I suppose it isn't. There's a lot of planning that goes into it.
Yeah.
Forethought.
Yeah, that your life will depend on.
That's right.
Now, we mentioned the fundraising aspect, and certainly, raising awareness of the challenges faced by veterans and military service really is paramount here. But as you mentioned, Angie, you can't do what you do at House in the Woods without funding, and it is private individuals stepping up, making contributions, supporting friends and family, and friends and family they didn't even know they had. In making contributions to your organization.
Yeah, absolutely. We always say, and Paul always says, he started from a shoestring budget, just a dream and a desire to give back. So whether it's, giving $1, whether it's making cookies, whether it's coming and cleaning, guiding, whatever means that people can give back, we're welcome. And we're blessed to have a lot of people come. We can always use more. But with regards to the fundraising side of things, we've taken a little bit of a special approach in the sense that if you go online on houseinthewoods.org and make a donation of any value, you will be on the inside scoop of what's going on with Sonya and her hike. When she's able to, she's going to reach out to us and provide pictures, stories, feedback, which is going to be, there will be times of trial. It's going to be a tough road. So not only do we want to be involved and support her emotionally in prayers and whatnot, but it's going to be a special way to see what's going on, what it's like. And also on the outdoor side of things. I mean, there's a lot of healing in the outdoors. She'll go through an emotional journey of her own on this trek. And it could be a really great example for a lot of veterans out there who may want to take this on in the future. So it's really multifaceted. And I do have a total that we have so far.
Oh, what? Yeah, no, you made the mention. It went up on the House in the Woods website just a short time ago.
Yeah.
So some people have been in the know. I know you guys have been talking about it on social media and that sort of thing. But the money has already started to come in.
It has, yes. Thanks to Sonya sharing it out on her page. We created at houseinthewoods.org, there is a link where you can go to make those donations. And as soon as people started hearing about what her journey she was taking on, and obviously she has so many people that love and support her, they've already started to make a donation. Her goals was $5,000. It is today, but I sincerely expect it's going to far exceed the $5,000 because, drum roll.
Yeah, drum roll.
Hold on, there it is.
Wow.
We are already at $1,910.
Holy cow, Congratulations. That's awesome. That is awesome. Terrific. I mean, you haven't even gotten on the plane to go to Georgia yet.
Still here, Bangor.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's
So
awesome.
you head out next week, and you said you land in Georgia, and the hike starts the very next day.
Yes.
No rest for the wicked.
No rest for the wicked. Yeah, I have a lovely person picking me up at the airport who I met at House in the Woods.
Oh, no
who
kidding.
lives down there.
Awesome.
And he has offered to feed me, give me a good night's rest, and drive me to the trailhead the next morning.
And then kick you in the butt as you take
That's
off
what
on
he
the
said
trail.
he would do. Get out of here.
Yeah, wow.
Sonya Eldridge taking
Exciting.
off on a hike on the Appalachian Trail, the entire 2,200-mile length
Yes.
of the Appalachian Trail.
It is life-changing.
Yes, and changing lives, not just her own by way of the hike, but changing lives of U.S. servicemen and women who are benefiting from the services provided by House in the Woods.
Yeah.
And that's just tremendous.
Yeah.
We want to put a link up on our Facebook page that'll take people right to the donations page for House in the Woods. We'll get that up here in just the next couple of minutes.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you taking the time to come in here and share your story with us and explain to people exactly why you're doing this. This is an unbelievable undertaking. I haven't mentioned at all the fact that, you and I spoke about this via email. You weren't doing this like fresh out of high school.
I am not doing this fresh out of high school. You're going to ask me how old I am now?
No, I would never ask a woman how old she is.
If we did.
And certainly not on the radio.
I
But I got to say, I would be like biting my fingernails right now in anticipation of what's to come.
I am 61 years old.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel great. I feel strong. I feel happy.
Good.
You know, I feel
Ready
confident.
to take it on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Awesome.
I got to say, you look great. You're going to have a great time.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
It's an amazing undertaking, and we couldn't be prouder to have the opportunity to just speak with you a little bit about it. We hope you can keep us posted along the way as well.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you'll find yourself some morning sitting on a nice little peak on the trail and have some decent cell phone service. You can call in and say hi to the Rock and
I
Roll
would
Morning
love
Show.
to. That would be awesome.
Yeah, it certainly
Thanks
would.
for that invite.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, speaking of invites, we're about to kick off the All Request Coffee Break. Is there anything in particular you might want to
I
hear?
put some thought into it, and because it's Live Friday,
Yeah, it is.
because I am going to miss this concert while I'm on the trail,
Oh, no.
my song,
Yeah.
and because I'm going to be climbing mountains,
Yes.
I choose Joe Bonamassa, Mountain Time.
Oh, my
All right.
gosh. Right in our wheelhouse, Sharky.
Let's grab that. We'll put that on.
Thank you, guys.
Hey,
thank
listen,
you.
Sonya, thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
We really appreciate you making the trip. Angie, it was great to have you on board.
Yes.
And we look forward to updates along the way. We'll put the link up so people can make contributions of their own on the WKIT Facebook page.
Yeah.
And, of course, you can always find it on the website for House in the Woods. What's that web address once again?
It's houseinthewoods.org.
Excellent. Ladies, thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Good luck. Good
Yes.
luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
Woo-hoo, be strong. All right.
Coming up next, it is the All Request Coffee Break. And, of course, it's sponsored by DM&J Waste.
Yes, with 2 locations in Ellsworth and Winterport, specializing in the disposal and recycling of construction debris, shingles, and scrap metal. Learn more at dmjwaste.com. That's their website. And your coffee break kicks off with Joe Bonamassa next.
Is that tiresome